Hello, everyone, and welcome on into baseball here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex. Every day at 6 p.m. Pacific time, you can catch fresh video inside of MLB The Show 25. Today, we're in franchise mode, taking on the Athletics in Sacramento. It's game 2 of a 3-game set. We crushed them yesterday, and Emerson Hancock is going to get his first start of the season due to the injury to the pitcher that I don't remember. Luis Severino, 1-2 with a 5.24 ERA on the mound for the Athletics. The Athletics won yesterday in extra innings. Gross. Mariners. Road, that's fine. Sutter Health Park, opened in 2000. But it only has a capacity of 14,000 people, and the attendance was 4,000 yesterday. Emerson Hancock, Bryce Miller is who's injured. I think we're okay. We have that off day on Thursday. Robles maybe could actually use a day off. We had some funky Canzone. You could play right field. And you're a lefty. You're just really slow. Ford, I don't know why. We had some funky decisions. They made some funky decisions yesterday. We lost our catcher. Oh, and we lost a reliever as well. Thornton. We'll see if we can get Robles through one more game. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's replace a player. We'll go with Canzone. It gives us an extra lefty. Is there anybody else that's like kind of quick there? I think we go ahead and flip Rodriguez into the leadoff spot. Then we get a little lefty lane that's broken up with a switch hitter. And then another lefty lane that's broken up by a switch hitter. Okay, that's fine. So we'll see. Hopefully we can get Julio off to a good start here for us. We had kind of a funky start in yesterday's game. I think we drew a walk. We had 2 weird outs. And then we got a hit with Raleigh, but then we were able to get the 3-run blast with Raley, and it felt like we were kind of off to the races, where that very easily could not have been the case. Emerson Hancock apparently has been dominant on the mound as of late. He has had some extended action on the bump in some blowouts, because he is kind of a lower-rated player, so I guess that kind of makes sense, but also kind of doesn't. Miguel Andujar, it looks to improve a 100 average over the last 3 games. Really extends the league leads in home runs to 14. Castillo had a big game on the mound. He pitched 8 innings. Crawford shined in the win. Over the last 4 games, we have the starting pitchers have gone 30 innings to a .3 ERA, 40 strikeouts. The Athletics over the last 5 games are averaging 5.4 runs a game with a .250 average and 6 home runs. We're looking to continue our dominance over the Athletics and a 12-game win streak. Giancarlo Stanton snaps an 0-for-19 with a 2-hit performance versus the Padres. Michael Conforto collects 5 RBI in a win versus the Marlins. Mitchell Parker fires 8 innings of 2-hit ball and win versus the Guardian. Justice Steele K's 10 allows 2 runs in win versus Giants. Jackson Chourio collects 5 RBI in a win versus the Astros. Sonny Gray 7 innings of 2-hit ball in a win versus the Pirates. I feel like we already read a thing about the Pirates. No, it was the Padres. And Padres acquire Mitch Garver from the Mariners. There's your trade update. Cubs send Shota Imanaga to the 15-day IL, and Bryce Harper is on the 60-day IL. So we take a quick look at our farm reports.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this.
There we go. Bam.
About to get started here.
So I will get to hopefully listen to the game tomorrow, Wednesday. It's a 12:35 first pitch in Sacramento. So I'll boot up that Seattle Sports app on my phone and check that out. I don't know if it's just me, but the stream was not running super well the other day. And it's the first time that I've tried to watch like on the road and I wonder if that has something to do with it. Alright, cutter. We really struggled against a pitcher that threw a lot of cutters yesterday. We got a lot of our runs off that first guy. We got, I think, 1.1 innings.
Foul ball there.
Trying to get to him. Four seam at 98, a sinker at 97, a sweeper at 87, a cutter at 95, and a circle change at 88. It's a good take outside.
Going too fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Gotta stay back. Off speed probably coming.
Okay, a couple good takes there. Wow, through a trio of good takes. Ooh, late on it. I thought I had a better PCI on that. I'm surprised it was that low.
Severino.
Ooh, he got me with a sweeper. Dang it.
Well, getting a good look at the picture here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with it as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Oh boy.
Gustavo Solano, right through there for a strike. Severino, multi-time All-Star, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Swing to the miss as he was out front.
Hold that way up.
Next offer is downstairs.
Oh,
He's the back going
that's a
the foul
bad.
ball.
It's a couple of sinkers, both of them well out of the zone.
It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Darn it.
Fly ball to right. Brooker in position.
So we are in
Down.
not a good spot here.
Now we'll check out the Mariners lineup.
Here's our lineup.
Big factor for them in recent games. Cal Raleigh.
Okay, so now we have Canzone.
Now on that
I don't know if Canzone's in a good spot. It doesn't matter now, but
for the guy, and he's one of the better home run hitters
maybe
in the league
a
this year.
Polanco would have probably been a better
Pitches, and when
person
he
to put
gets
in the
one
3
he
spot.
wants, he doesn't miss it. It goes a long way.
Oh, Canzone with a perfect.
Sent it to first.
We're just like a little on top of it.
Mariners nothing. A's coming to bat.
Pretty good contact. I'm okay with that.
On the show.
We actually made some decent contact with it. I think I'm overthinking it a little bit at the plate. Trying to move that PCI, and it's just not good. Emerson Hancock has 0 starts, but he does have 11 innings pitched. We saw him in Cincinnati, and we saw him, I think, in another blowout for an extended period of time. He does have 11 innings. His stats look pretty good. It's a very limited sample size because we're on game 35 or 36, and he's really only had 2, maybe 3 appearances. And it's been in very low leverage situations. So we'll see what we can do here today. We have a bit of a... We have like just a touch of funk in the lineup. I think that sometimes does a lot more harm than you would anticipate.
Hitters thinking, I want to beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Canzone. Hey, good read on it.
Canzone pulls it in, and there's one away.
Canzone. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Well, I didn't mean to skip. I meant to hit X, but I kind of forgot. That's okay. You can get a look at the lineup.
Strike one.
It's just nice to know kind of who they have on the bench. Not that I would ever remember that, but...
Swing a ground ball.
Oh, that's surprising.
Handles, throws the first. Out, 2 out.
I think Rayleigh had the game off yesterday. Oh no, we designated hit him. That's right.
And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Next offering is foul back. 2 outs. Swings through in, that's a strikeout.
Strike 3.
And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Scoreless after 1. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's a power hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Okay.
He is at
13
the top
pitches.
of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot. That was in there.
That's fine.
It's over line.
That's
It's so
fine.
impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really
Darn
their
it.
number one job.
That was a good time to throw the sinker.
Still able to fire over.
Should just be a base hit. That should not be an error.
First baseman.
Just trying to make a play.
Rayleigh will hit next. Homer in the ball game yesterday afternoon.
There we go.
Into the outfield for a dog.
There we are. Sinker did not sink.
With nobody out. All over that one right there. This is something that Red had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Runner scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first side of the bucket. Randy
I'll take it.
Rosarena
I'll take it.
into
A
the
little wide on that strike zone, but that's okay.
There's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a
Let's
very
take
good
a
lead
let's take a
and
timeout
determine
here.
whether or not he can score on that base hit. Time call.
Got a
Chance to collect
pretty
himself
beneficial
down
call on the
low.
outside. The top one, okay. Foul, 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 foul. That almost worked. That was really bad on my part. It's inside. Another circle change. Back to back. So 2 fastballs, 2 circle changes. Thank God. That was a terrible pitch to swing at.
This one in the air, center field. Reeves pulls it down and he makes it back. There's one down.
Batting seventh.
Damn, that is unfortunate.
Shifting up next to the Mariners. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Swing and the ball driven out to center.
Go. Go, ball.
That one's back.
Go.
Get out
Let's
of
go,
town.
Shenton. Hell yes.
A tower
Another game with a
shot to
3-run homer.
center.
I didn't even have to move the PCI.
It's free.
I was so distracted by Godzilla going down the fucking stairs outside
Don't see the ball
that
rolling. He's got his timing locked
I
in.
didn't
He's
move.
looking pretty
And
good
I
at
just
the
hit
pitch right now.
a bomb. Hell yeah. Tell you what, Severino. So Severino's been is interesting. It was what I was going to say before. Again, Godzilla thumping down the stairs.
Out there, looking to do damage.
The
I think he has such
Severino
solid
got a
pitch
couple
and
good
written
pitches
on it.
on the
It's
outside and the
certainly
top of the zone against Rosarena, and threw 3 way outside. Got a couple beneficial swings from me.
So he was a big factor in
So-
getting that win.
Just because, okay, that sinker is not sinking.
So to get a nail
He's
ball
letting
in
us
the
back
last
into
inning,
counts, even though he's ahead 0-2. We got to keep that in mind as we work our way through this game.
Batting ninth. Shortstop.
J.P. Crawford gets
And
chased
again,
again.
not really didn't move the PCI at all.
And out one of those got him. Plongo, the base runner at first with 1 out. Boom, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's taking a pickoff artist on the mound. Next offering is in for a
Not
strike.
really going to go anywhere. He's 60 speed, 23 steal. I don't think we don't want that.
There's a strike.
Man,
And now before the 1-2, time is called.
everything's been low and inside.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Gets a piece able to do it
I
again.
pulled it down just a little bit. I didn't matter. We were going to be on. We were going to be real late anyway. So that's outside.
Takes the ball.
There we go. This is how we got started yesterday. 3-run home run.
Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Flips it for the ground.
Oh, thank God.
Not in time. Great.
It's a really nice play. God, it's a nice play.
Aggressive slide second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break it to double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Dang.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
I thought that might poke into the outfield.
First time through. And now he's 36. That pitch is in for a strike.
He really likes the bottom of the zone.
Play lately. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Still out, yeah. Just not good. Just not good.
Three-run shot for Seattle. It's now 3-0. This is Mariners baseball on the show Northwest.
I feel like there's two really good ways to get me like really flustered at the plate. It's like a fastball low in the zone and then an off speed up high. One of those two just throws me off because I don't know where you're gonna go. And he has been good, Severino, of dotting on the outside. Like it's been, he's had some nice pitches, which might force some swings. I don't think either of those, if we had perfect umping on or whatever, if the competitive mode was on, I don't think those would be strikes, but they're still probably good strikes for me to take anyway. Shenson gets us on the board first, though. 3-0 Mariners. That was literally just a strike.
That's ripped base hit.
I don't think that circle change went where I wanted it to go. Caught a little more of the plate. It wasn't the worst pitch. We've absolutely thrown worse pitches. Actually, we really struggled with location with Castillo yesterday. We're going to go with fastball, high and tight. There we go.
Couldn't catch up to the heater. Well, Boogie, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate with guys struggling like this. You don't know if you want to tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him the space what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
There we go. There we go. Alright, so we give up the first hit of the game to the Athletics, but we're able to nullify that very quickly. 3-zip as we head to the top of the third. We are a perfect 10-0. Hell yeah. Outside.
Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the base, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give the team a little bit of win from this one. Severino kicks steals.
Way outside. He's really liked... Ooh, I'm surprised that got through. I thought that was going to hit him. And it was going to probably be a pretty easy out because Solano doesn't have a lot of speed. He has really liked the cutter sweeper. The sinker hasn't really sunk for him, even though the last one was like way out of the zone. And he's liked the fastball low. Tried to meet him where he wanted to go, and we do. Sinker perfect.
First and second now with nobody out.
What's the speed difference between that sinker and the fastball? They're about the same.
Every hitting coach in the league, just a nice line drive into center field. And the batter now, Cal Raleigh in the air left side. He's got it. Run attacks at second.
Oh boy.
And he makes it up to third with one away.
Okay, I'll take that. I tried to beat him where he wanted to go again, or where I thought he would go. We were just late, otherwise I think we probably nuked that out of the zone, or out of the stadium. That's a good adjustment by him to go high. Really dialed it. Good God. Really dialed in on that low pitch.
Spence also throwing. First and third, one down.
It's just the saddest stadium. The whole situation sucks.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. One run across.
We're good? We're good. We'll take a one-run double. Let's go.
Wasting no ties.
We're dialing in on where he wants to go.
Just a triple and home run away from the cycle. Seriously, we're starting with this already.
I don't know, the Rayleigh would be able to leg out a triple in this stadium.
And here comes Mark
Ooh, we're going to chase the starter again. They bring in the guy that throws a lot of cutters. We could be in some trouble, but otherwise I think we should be in a good position here. The Athletics are definitely a better team than they have been in the past, but they're still the Athletics.
Gets the ball now. Huge opportunity to add on to the lead for this offense right now, but we'll see what he has to say about that. He's going to have to make some great pitches to work out of this jam, though. 2 on, 1 out. Randy Arozarena.
Sinker at 92, a slider at 85, a four-seam at 92, and a circle change at 86.
Just one shy of that milestone. To third.
Maybe with the slider. Interesting. I thought he would go up in the zone. Just because...
He's already homered here in this one.
Sinker slider, you'd assume it'd be down low. There's a circle change.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early. Oh, foul. Towards away from Langoliers.
No way! Can zone! It didn't get that far away, but it just... That was probably unnecessary aggression there. I think if that's anybody, if that's Rayleigh Rodriguez, maybe even a Rosarena. Oh, man. Let me know, was that a good or bad send? Definitely didn't get that far away, and I was pretty quick on the pull. Damn.
They happened on different days, but he still became the first Red Sox player to do it since Jimmy Fox in 1940.
Ooh, boy.
And they'll do it again. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Really hauls it in for the out. 1 down. Max Muncy getting ready to hit. Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2
There we go.
hits
That's a
in the
nice
last
slider.
5 games.
We haven't really worked in the sinker much. It's been a lot of slider, fastball slider. We've been mixing in a little bit of the circle change here and there. We should be working in the sinker just a bit more. And right as I say that, of course, we get it out. So good for us.
Just pours in on the hands. Ruiz.
Nice strike.
No balls in a strike. And it's foul away.
Wow. right off the bar.
And they'll do it again. I would throw him another breaking ball. If I go get the fastball slightly elevated, he just had a hard time catching up. And it falls. And that keeps the inning alive. Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. I don't know how he was able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep, so... Well, gotta pause on
Hand
that
zone.
thought,
Not the best jump in the world, but it does get a nice jump.
And we're back at the plate.
Wow. Shenton's 3 for 6 with 2 home runs.
6 feet even, 205 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
Oh, that's a bad swing. That was so on the corner.
Leadoff hitter retired in 4th. That's what
That's all right.
designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Oh my gosh.
Ball up the middle.
He's throwing pitches outside. We're too aggressive.
Couple quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. J.P. Crawford now at the plate.
That's even worse. That's way out of the zone. What are we doing?
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. The shortstop takes the ball. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, great stop.
Just so impatient. Two terrible swings and then a really bad at bat with Crawford.
They lead it 4-0.
We need to move on. Fuck, that was awful. It's like the game knows, like, he'll be impatient. I will be ridiculously impatient.
And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shabby and Chris
And that is a prime example of it.
off the bottom of the fourth. Brent Roy
Ideally, hopefully you get those to be foul.
so far helped with over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to get the distance if he keeps this up. Comes up in.
Yeesh. Yeesh. Slider. Slide, please.
And that's the other way.
Hancock's, we are just not.
Say goodbye to that ball. He flexes his power with
I just don't understand why the fastball is not sitting where I want it. I want it higher and tighter in the corner, and they keep dropping and leaking over the plate. God, that's awful.
in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch. And now it's going to be Shea Langolier.
All right, see what we can do with Hancock here.
As the game goes on, have to be more
Oop, too
disciplined
fast.
at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn
Okay,
it
hey,
around
way
and
to bounce
stay within
back.
the zone? We'll see, but I think
I don't know
they
that was in a
have
great spot, but whatever.
Ball
It wasn't.
may end up back on track after the homer. Urshela in the box here lets that one go for a ball. That pitch gets the corner, and that's strike one.
Fuck. Come on.
One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here at the bottom of the fourth. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Let's go right back to it.
Spoils a two-strike pitch, and you'll see another. One down, base is empty. On the
Ew.
ground, right side. Polanco
I don't.
tosses
That's
to first.
that.
Urshela
That circle
is
change
up.
was like dead
This
center.
guy's in
It was
trouble.
low, but it was
Plenty of time to take
well
it.
over the plate.
Sure his grip
Ugh.
for the baseball and make a strong, accurate throw.
I guess it wasn't dead center technically, but it was not where I wanted it at all.
And that's a little
That's a
hard.
strike.
Out for no. Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation,
There we go. Nice dot on the slider.
Really good spot. And that misses. And that's ball 3. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's a high chopper. And it goes just
Full count with
foul.
2 away here. Let's see if we can put him away on a fastball inside.
Bounce that off to the left, and we'll do again. 2 down, nobody on. Got it.
Okay.
They get 4
Okay.
strikeouts for him on the bunt today.
I'll take it.
The A's get 1 of this homer. It's now 4-1.
I gave him a solo shot yesterday. It might have been to Rooker. I can't remember, but it was kind of a similar situation where it was just a fastball that, like, it just did not go where it needed to go.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Tyler Ferguson. Pretty tough game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to his best to keep the score right where it is. Back to the top of the Seattle order. Now here is Julio Rodriguez. 0 for 2 in this one. Right through there for a strike. Well, these Mariners put together some really good bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
Okay, good take there on the slider, way outside. Another good take on that slider. tie. Excellent.
But now he's filled up. Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound.
The hell are you
Tries to
talking
get
about?
better sense of the umpire strike zone. Swing.
We were so late on that.
That
was like not even close.
Came aside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Could get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you deal with the foul ball, and you know a lot of pitchers, they really don't
Fucking
like to
cutter.
inside with two strikes
Fucking
because
cutter.
They do not want to hit that batter, and when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away.
Right
Did a nice
fielder,
job right
Dominic
there.
Penzone.
Two out, space is empty, and now Dominic Penzone. That misses.
Outside.
1-0.
We didn't see the cutter in that previous at-bat at all. That fastball just
And
destroyed
back is
me.
on play.
God damn it.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
No, we are not in a good spot here against this guy.
2 outs. That one
And we're
first.
early. And driving into the ground.
Pass it to the bat, and the Mariners set
Ugh.
down 2-3. Mariners go down quietly there, but they lead it 4-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Designated hitter. Miguel Andujar.
So we're into the bottom of the fifth.
Back to work. That's
Oh,
first strike.
my
These
God.
Rays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments.
It still isn't where I want it. I've tucked it a little higher. I see the difference.
2 now. Good job to fight that one.
I usually try to bury it, especially with the movement pitches. Like that kind of that first arrow in the corner.
Out to short, Crawford.
I don't know, maybe I'm not being as aggressive as I should be with the,
And that's the
like,
first out.
just
It's
jamming
off
it
the
into the
field.
corner.
Goes up
Jam,
on and set
jam.
that pitch right there. Got inside on it, got it to bounce into that out.
Urias.
So up next, Luis Urias. And that drops in for a strike. He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very low right now.
Fuck.
Just missed. Next offering is foul back.
It's a big swing and a miss. Strike 3. Here we go, baby.
He did a lot of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious. Muncy, next
come
to
on.
tips outside. Come on and lifted in the air. Rodriguez, out move to the alley. Brings it in for the third out. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through
That was a
5.
really bad
It's
pitch.
the Mariners 4, and
We're
the
kind of
A's
lucky to be up 4-1. Not only because that pitch was terrible and maybe could have been 4-2, but we haven't done anything since they brought in that relief pitcher. As we take a look at our starter comparison. 5 innings for Emerson Hancock, 1 run, 1 earned, 3 hits, no walks, 5 strikeouts. Luis Severino gave up 4 earned with 7 hits and a strikeout, no walks in 2.1 innings pitched, which means that their starters combined have gone 3.2 innings in this series. But they have some, unless they've just used starters because they have Thursday off and they can somehow reset the rotation, they have some bullpen arms that have done a good job carrying the team for a while. Damn
foul
it.
off left side.
Really late. I am not seeing what Ferguson's throwing. That's low. It's outside, or ball.
Little up front
That
there,
cutter,
swing,
that
swing.
cutter drops.
It remains 2-2.
The only reason I still at the plate is because it was a cutter and not a fastball. that cutter. Or if he throws a fastball, that if it has just a little bit better ride through the zone,
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
probably strike out on that last
fastball.
pitch.
Gonna have to get going a little quicker. Get that front foot down. Tap pitches out of the way of that
Okay.
one.
Good news is all the swings have been at pitches in the zone.
That one misses.
Ooh, okay.
So lead off one.
That was a dangerous take. Could have been a strikeout.
Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first. And the batter now, Luke Raley. And first big fastball, he's in for a strike.
Okay.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was. And that's in there for a strike. He quickly up in two. Well, looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand that we working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit. Runner at first with no outs here. And down on strikes he goes. That one away. Oh, that was a pretty poor at bat. You just never
Low, high, low, high, high, low. Look. That fucking God, that slider was awful. The four seam fastball was kind of a brutal call.
Arena in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Rosarena needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big
Too
leagues.
early.
Next off, he's in for a strike. Yeah, making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an attack in majors, that's
I cannot figure this guy out. They're getting really beneficial calls.
Austin Ship, and he had a big swing at bat early on the ballgame. Yep, a three-run rocket back in the second. Even though it was early, a big homer like that can be tough to come back from when you're on the other end of that thing. I mean, it's tough. Sets up an uphill battle the rest of the way. Ball went tight.
Okay.
And a swing and miss. To that fastball right by him slightly.
It's 92 miles an hour.
Confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder. And that's it here. And that's ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike. Next offering is foul back. Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in. Way high with that
Good
one.
take.
And now 3 and 2. 3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters gotta stay focused on the pitch.
Damn it.
Gets under and pops it up. Brown coming on. Makes the
Trying to
catch.
do something. Boy, oh boy. I've had a lot of trouble with their bullpen.
1 left on. Top of the order, due up in the whole half of the 6th. It's the Mariners 4 and the A's 1.
I think there were a couple of generous calls for the Athletics in that last inning. Or half inning.
Leadoff hitter for the A's, Esteury Ruiz. That just
I mean, I'm not going to complain about that. I just... Alright, so this is the third time through the lineup. We're only up 3. This has not been a great offensive performance for us. So, what's their lineup look like? There's one lefty. What if we go with the Santos? This is our new guy. He doesn't have a lot of... Oh, we got another lefty in the bullpen. Okay, that's actually kind of helpful. That trade's not terrible. It's like kind of terrible just because of where we are right now. There's one lefty in the lineup. Which, that must be super frustrating for the Athletics, because all we have are right-handed starters.
Swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really
Oh,
important.
sliced away from JP. Okay, not in a great spot here. Where was that slider? Didn't dip.
No outs. Next up for the A's, Brent Woodford.
Fuck my goddamn life. Are you kidding me?
They've been a tying run at the plate.
Why is that not higher and tighter in the zone?
Big swing to this. And that just misses. That's hard hit in the line. And a base hit right there. Runner around third. One runs in, around third. Made the play, not in time. He's safe. And they trail by one. Now a chance for Shea Langoliers.
It's the third time through the lineup, and both the pitchers, both starters, we have not done a good job at executing pitches. They've either been missing the zone or they're catching too much of the plate. I need them right in the middle of those two options.
Now pitching for Seattle.
Would not be surprised if we leave this inning with a tie game. Santos has looked good, 19.1 innings, under 1 on that ERA, 3-0 record, 9 holds, 17 games. It wouldn't be his fault unless Shea Langoliers does something. Oh my God.
Rooker at second with nobody out. And there's ball.
No way. Neither one of them? In Diamond Dynasty or whatever, that's fine.
No chance of even fouling it off.
That's fine. That's fine.
Foul ball and remains a full count. And it's second. Out towards left center. Rosarena moving under it. Rings it in. And there's one leg. The throw in.
Now that
Now
is
here's
shutdown.
Gio
Marcelo.
First pitch and that's in for a strike.
It's in the zone, but would have loved that a little more in the corner.
That one the other way. Polanco.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. All right, here we go. One more out. Pop out's huge to a Rosarena. It was a good job by Polanco. If that gets into right field, it's a tie game. Seth Brown's the lone lefty.
He's due. Here's a strike. Cold night tonight, Boog. That's a pretty firm fastball right there. Tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. On the ground to the left, Solano.
Okay.
Chasing across the first.
Okay, so we give up the 2 from Brent Rooker. He has a home run and a double for 3 RBI in this one. I needed to be more attentive to what time through the order we were, especially with the fact that we don't have a large lead and he hasn't been nailing location. So he gets us through 6, so we can do. Oh boy, we're in a weird spot. Been a while since we've been in a game like this. 4-seam at 100, slider at 88, and a sinker at 97. Late. Late. Dear God in heaven. Are you fucking serious?
Bullpen has some movement. TJ McFarland, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. Leclerc getting cranked up as well.
Okay.
Sets it down looking. That was pretty nasty.
That fucking slider? That's like the second or third one that's just in. What the fuck?
But that slider on the inside corner, absolutely frozen.
Oh, because it was way out of the goddamn zone. Ugh.
Crawford, he box again, takes a strike. Power relievers, one after another, come out of the bullpen these days. Gotta be ready for that first pitch heater. Next one misses, and that is ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That's 2 of those motherfuckers? God damn it. There's no way that's good.
At that point, we recognize
That's where he wants that fucking pitch?
in Julio Rodriguez. And that one is inside ball 1. And that's nailed it away. He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results. And there's a strike, big hitter at 98. That's
Fuck.
a bullet, but it goes foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
The sinker didn't sink.
Out the side of the 7th.
This fucking
That one, 3
goddamn
batters,
bullpen.
3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff.
That
out there.
is awful. 2 horrible fucking strikeouts. I cannot handle that high-speed stuff. Okay. We have Matt Brash in the bullpen, ready to roll. Munoz. Maybe we go ahead and warm up Snyder. We just try to get Santos through an out or 2. Okay. Or we give up a fucking slider, because I'm sure it didn't slide again. Yep. Where the fuck are these pitches? Like, what the fuck? We're tucking that in. That didn't go where I wanted it to go. God damn it, Urias.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th.
Where the fuck? Where the fuck? Damn it. Really would love to see a double play.
Slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death with 2 strikes you're looking to protect. And halfway to the plate, you know you committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. So sometimes you just have to get him down. Muncy, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Just missed. Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. The pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you don't have to get in, elevate his pitches, and get back.
Okay, can zone. I was literally trying to move the control stick to the right.
Yuri Ruiz, the next to hit. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Right now, they're looking for something to hit hard into the gaps, give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first. That one down the line, and that goes foul. On Duhar, off the first with 2 away. This one popped
That
up,
sinker
foul
was
down
nowhere near
first
where I
base
wanted
side.
it.
And that will end the inning.
Okay, Santos gets us through. We can go Brash to Munoz. They're actually going to bring in a new pitcher, TJ McFarland. Lefty coming up here. He's going to get Solano.
Inside, ball 1. Slow. Tries to hold up, appeal to first. No swing.
4,607 tonight's attendance. Okay, sweeper in on the outside. That's low.
Down low. That one misses.
Okay, there we go.
Off walk.
That's what we need. Just a little bit slower of an approach at the home plate.
Up next for the Mariners. And that one clips the corner.
That's fine.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that out. That's what you'd love to see a reliever do come out of that bullpen. That misses. And it's 1-2. Nobody out. Runner at first. Ground ball right side. And foul ball.
Just a little bit more, just a little straighter. Back. How big is that run that we had cut down at home plate now, huh? And it's a double play. Fuck me. That sweeper is so slow. It is. Oof. Fuck. I love that pitch back with a runner on. But hey, we get an insurance run. Cal Raleigh from the right side of the plate. I don't feel like I'm quite as good with him on that side. I feel like I just struggle with lefties in general. But okay. 5-3 now. It's a huge home run. Especially from a guy that we were not seeing very well. We did draw the walk, so I guess you see him well enough there. But the sweeper,
the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate. Base is empty with 2 away.
That's a sinker, just
Luke Raley.
early. I'm sure we're very early. Yeah, darn it. That was kind of where we were set up anyway. Went with a sweeper lower. Time.
Hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball. That misses. Now 1-2. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across, and we're at the top of the 8th. It's ground ball right side, and that's just
That fucking
foul.
sweeper at 79 miles an hour. Gross.
Soft contact in the
Okay,
air,
hey, I'll take it.
and that's a base
Really
hit.
bad swing on the sweeper yet again.
Randy Rosarena. Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there. Now it's Randy Rosarena. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. And it's
On
foul ball.
that sinker, we're still early.
He might
wow,
want to
good.
steal second in his spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely. That's a strike. Attack with the sweeper. Pick off move to first. Back in safe. Really close. Runner on the go. Pitch outside. And that's a stolen
We're in.
base.
There
Not
we go.
even close.
Look at that, we're actually stealing bases.
Man on second, 2 down. Ripped on a line.
Damn.
Makes the catch. And
A
that's
little
the
bit better on that PCI, but Raleigh gets us a run with the solo home run.
Even further. It's now 5-3. You're dialed into the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the number 2 hitter. Next,
Okay, so let's go bullpen. Let's go ahead and bring in Matt Brash.
Matt Brash gets the call for the pen. These are the spots where neighbors really make
Santos does a great job for us.
late And
Gets us a couple outs.
There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in this situation.
And then we will go manager, and we will warm up Munoz because we're still in a save situation. But we'll keep that other arm warm just in case.
Breaking ball in there
Just
for
in
a
case
strike.
he throws the worst slider ever. What the hell?
Strike two. And the slider just misses.
Okay.
And that's a little
Okay, what
Count
the
down,
fuck?
keep it up. On the ground, right
That
side.
one at least made sense. That was a terrible pitch.
And they get the out. That's the hit. Right Rooker. He's already home in this game. Check swing.
There we go.
And that is strike one.
Didn't matter.
The A's trailing by 2 in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And he swings through that one.
I'm surprised we got that swing, but he's been successful against a high tight fastball in this game, and probably just in this series in general. So that makes sense. Brash's slider just does not angle down. Feels like it's a very flat slide rather than dipping.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. That's a
2 away here in the bottom of the 8th.
pretty technical pitching. Get him the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance of doing damage. So here's the cleanup here. Shea Langoliers. Just missed. That misses the zone, and it's 3-0.
Can we find a strike, please?
Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Draws a walk there, and that'll bring a tying run to the plate. Pure shell
Something about
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside the zone and driving them along. Polanco tosses the first.
that was a terrible pitch too.
Urshela is out.
Can't
And
throw
that
here in
is the
Sacramento.
A's
Get me out of this
5-1.
place.
They're still down 5-3.
All right, so we have an opportunity to add on a little bit more, or we'll be bringing in
We're back. It's the top of the ninth.
Munoz
And it's
for
Urshela
the
now.
save.
This could be a tough first test for him right here. His numbers against lefties aren't great this season. Austin Shenton digs in now.
98 on a fastball, 84 on a slider, 93 on a cutter, 90 on a circle change, 97 on a sinker. Oh, I dropped it, or pushed it a little bit there.
Over to first, and they got the leadoff man of the ninth. Jorge Polanco up next for the Mariners. Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, the thing was that we were aggressive on the first pitch, and then they got a call and then a weird slider.
Warming up as well. And a foul ball.
Fastball outside. Damn.
Two balls, 1 strike. Right on that fastball. It might be time to check up a little bit. Get that
Jeez
fastball
Louise.
early to even to spread out. He's really late right now. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That's a walk, too.
One down, base is empty. And foul ball.
Decent swing. I mean, we're early. We almost pulled that up the first base line. That's inside.
And full countdown.
Hey, if we can work a lockout here, because that fourth pitch was good. God.
And that's ball
Ooh,
four.
okay.
It wasn't easy,
Hey,
but
nicely
that
done,
ball
Polanco.
kept a long at bat. Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty. 1 gone runner first. And up next for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. And he takes a strike.
That's fine. That's fine. Not going to do a whole lot with that. And that sinker's his 5th best pitch.
Pitch misses.
Ooh, I'm a little surprised we got the ball call there.
And strike two. And his first one low. That one misses. Ball two. Battling here as he fouls it away. And now it's 3-2. This point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it. And ball.
All right, hey, we work a couple of walks here against Leclerc. Let's go. Okay, really struggled with Julio here to the tune of a 2 for 9. 0 for 4 today.
High fly ball, right field. Booker.
I hate how late I am on these fastballs. They come in so quickly.
And now for Seattle.
That's like probably the best looking hit that we could have had. Outside of the zone, good take. God, work a couple of walks and it's just this. God damn it. No.
Polanco at second. Crawford on at first with 2 down. And downstairs. Tough spot right here. The runner's on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
No. No. No, no, no. And we relied on the fastball. Fucking bullshit. Fucking bullshit.
It's the M's 5 and the A's 3.
That cutter on the corner is ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. Alright, let's bring in Munoz to shut this shit down. 11 saves and 11 opportunities. We're looking good so far. Fuck, that is a frustrating.
Let's see if he can wrap it up here. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Munoz, an all-star season ago, he features a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a sinker.
Oh, oh, you don't want to call that? Fuck off.
They'll do it again. The 1-2. Popped up.
That fastball was awful.
Makes the grab, 1 down.
It was low in the zone, but
Here's Miguel Andujar.
god damn it, it's right over the heart of the fucking plate. What are we doing?
Yeah, that's it for a strike.
We're tucking it in the corner the way we usually do.
Nope. The Mariners up by 2 in the last half of inning number 9. That catches the outside corner. And count 1 and 2.
Yeah, that was at least a bad pitch.
Close one doesn't get the call. All 3. That was absolute.
What the fuck? Did you see the cutter that they called for a strike the previous half inning? And that's a fucking ball? God damn it.
Oh my god, it's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by. On the ground, Polanco. 2-2. Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He's doing a good play right there.
Luis Urias.
Urias stands in with 2 away.
It's a fucking hat tapper if I've ever goddamn seen one. Are you kidding me?
Bounced up the middle. Crawford. On the first ball game.
We get the win, which is the positive, but that, god damn, with some of the calls that they got, that's absurd. Absurd. We really struggled. I think that these games have looked a little more lopsided. This one was a little bit closer. Obviously, we brought in Munoz for a save, but even the 12-1 victory is probably a lot closer than you would anticipate, just because, like, without the 3-run home runs, we really struggled. We drew 2 walks with 1 out and couldn't do anything with it. I have not seen the fastball very well. It's just coming in quick. We're under it and the timing's off. We just got lucky with a bad pitch there. And you can say the same thing. You look at the game yesterday, we had a funky start to it. Then all of a sudden it was 3-0 and we were able to build on that, sure, but as soon as they've pulled their starters, we have really struggled. Really struggled. So that quick hook kind of makes sense because it's like, well, get us as far as you can. And it's like, oh, crap, well, you don't want to fall too far behind. Granted, I think yesterday they fell down like 6-0 or whatever, but Munoz picks up save number 12. Luis Severino gets the loss, 2.1 innings pitched. He gave up 7 hits, 1 strikeout, and 4 earned runs with no walks. So, 7 hits, that means 2 hits and 1 run in 3 or between the 4th and the 9th, a little change there in the 3rd, but that's the difference. I mean, that is the situation where we're starting to see him pretty well. They bring in those other pitchers, and I just fall apart and cannot figure it out. Brent Rooker was 2 for 4 with a home run, a double. He knocked in 3 and scored 1. Esteury Ruiz was 2 for 4 with a run. Schumann was 1 for 4 with a run. Gio Urshela, 1 for 4. He did not score a run. Cal Raleigh scored twice in a 2 for 3 day. He is your player of the game, home run, and knocked in a run as well. Shenton was 1 for 4 with a 3-run home run. Luke Raley was 3 for 4 with a double. He knocked in a run and scored a run. Donovan Solano 1 for 4 with a run scored. Emerson Hancock, 5 innings pitched, 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, no walks, but 3 earned on his line. A little loosey-goosey with how long we were going to leave him in. We started that 3rd time through the order in the 6th, and he came around to bite us because he's not the best player in the world, so that's just kind of how it goes. A surprising amount of XP, 3,682 and 37 stubs. We're working toward that level 35 2nd inning XP path boss. That'll be Thursday. We'll be doing a little stream of that. But for now, that will do it. Let's advance the day and get you squared. Auto fix the lineups, please. Jeffrey Springs will be on the mound for the Athletics, looking to avoid a sweep the hands of the Seattle Mariners. He is 1-1 with a 4.55 ERA. George Kirby 5-1 with a 3.48 ERA. As we will go with that Alt 2 kind of, or the custom uniform combination for Game 3. Let's rip a pack. Anything interesting? No, just the regular, just a regular show pack. No gold, not where you want to see that. Ugh. Okay, so 25, 30, 35, doorbell. All right. So, not a great pack. Darn. That's okay. That happens. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Much closer game today as we continue to struggle against this bullpen. We'll have a lefty on the mound tomorrow, so we might have a bit of a funky lineup. So we'll see what happens. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time, right here on youtube.com/ShaunosaurusRex. Thanks so much for watching. You can subscribe over here where the gameplay is. Ring the bell down below. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Thank you again so much for helping me hit 3,000 subscribers. New playlists, or new baseball updates in this playlist every day at 6 p.m. Pacific. I didn't post a video again this morning, so something up there. I don't know. Thanks again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.